Welcome back to another Hamster Chef DevLog. This time, we're diving into some spicy updates, fixing multiplayer lag, and other than that, it's about adding item spawners and even model the cardboard box for the item spawners. So let's break it down. The first thing first, I want to address a bug from the previous devlog. The issue happened when we update or cut an item. When the progress bar reached full, instead of instantly disappearing, it would first turn black, drop to 0, and then start shrinking. After some investigation, I found the solution. The problem came from the way we handled scaling and updating. Originally, once the progress exceeded like 0.95, it would trigger an update to the stage and the mesh, but this happened before the progress bar had a chance to scale down properly. The fix, we simply adjusted the order. Now the bar scales down first and then we hide it, and only after that do we update the mesh and the stage. And it works. When we update or cut the item, the bar scales down cleanly before any mesh updates again. That's the solution for the last month's bug. First up, tackling multiplayer lag. Ever seen this rubber banding chaos? Very not ideal. So I tested Unreal's network tools. In editor settings, Unreal can simulate as if we have a bad, terrible connections. I just set the preset to bad with like 100 to 200 millisecond latency and add the 10% packet loss. And yikes, it rubber banding like crazy. It's glitching. I already try and set the character BP to have predictive fresh simulation. I even try other options. I know it's an experimental flag, but I didn't know that we definitely need external fix. But then I found SmoothSync. It's ancient. It's been like available since Unreal 4.18. It's old but gold. It's a plugin that saved the day. After downloading and installing to the project, just disable replicate movement in the blueprint and add SmoothSync as component. The result is delayed, but it's smooth. Of course it's delayed because of the latency, but it's buttery smooth movement. Next up, the cooking loop. We added proper logic so you actually need a pan to boil noodles. Before it was not, so no more magic floating pots. Here's how it works. In the blueprint, items that act as a plate or a pan have a boolean called CanPassProgress. That means when you attach food like noodle into the pan and then place that pan onto the stove's progress will be passed down like this here to the child that attached to the item or the plate or the pan. Previously it was just a pan, it's not being passed down, so now it's passed. This sets up a clean and scalable cooking system, and we can cook. We can pick up noodles, chop them, drop them into the pan, place it on the stove, and wait for that perfect boil. The effects will come later. The next step, we are aiming to add a delivery table for scoring those dishes. After we finished the cooking or CanPassProgress system, I actually built a simple item spawner into the table. So the table we can just take as item spawner, then switch the mesh into some box, and then voila. Okay, this was broken, so currently players could spawn the item by just pressing E. It's fun, but not out of vision. Time for a better spawners. I modeled a cardboard box. Yes, in Unreal, not Blender. Shout out to the chat for the confusion. Actually, not actually modeled from scratch. I get it from the Quixel library. Then I use polyedit to carve hole in the box, so it's an open box. Then duplicate the box asset 2 times. Then polyedit them again to clip them into a door shape. Then attach it inside the BP item and make it so when the player approach, it rotates, it's open, and then we spawn the item. In addition to that is it has to be only spawn if none are around, so it's not overlapping on top of the spawner or the box. Clean and intuitive. Before, we need to press E to spawn the item, and then we need to pick them up by pressing F, and that's a whole 2 button. Now it's just approach and press F to pick up the items. It's a lot more straightforward. That's it for this devlog. If you enjoy this, smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, where the next goal will be adding delivery tables. That's a goal, I'm not sure yet, but thanks for watching, and remember, always cook your noodles properly. Thank you for watching.
As soon as I'm sad, I tend to build a fence. That's when I need tunes to keep on living, like someone's listening.